hello. Can you see and hear us? Hello, hello. Can you see and hear us? Marsha says hi. Awesome. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started here. What do we got? Weekly team call with Roxy and Brett for Monday, March 10th, 2014. How's it going? Hope you all are having a great evening. We're going to go ahead and sure that we're not going to have an issue on echoing. So I just muted that. So if it starts to echo, hopefully it'll stop echoing. If it continues to echo, yeah, I just muted it. So give it just a couple of seconds.
Echo, echo.
That's the thing. It's so frustrating because we have no sound coming through the speaker. So you think that it wouldn't echo. But I did mute that, so let's see if it gets better. Oh, it stopped. Okay, good. Okay,
Yay!
So no, it's like stressful. Echo. Yes. Okay, so tonight's team call, we're going to be talking about connections and building connections and working connections and just making connections, because this business, it's not just sprinkles. It's not just selling a product. It is connecting with people and connecting with your customers and connecting with your team members. And so I was at Half Price Books, I don't know, last week. Was that last week?
Are we not going to do recognitions?
Yeah, we need to do recognitions.
Yes, yeah, I know. I
go by that.
You know, it's funny because, no, I just have to put this out there.
No, just, all you have to do is give me the little nudge. That's okay.
I've told him we need to do this. He's
I get excited for the training.
And then he skips my entire part. I love you.
Olive juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what I was wanting to do, and what I'm going to do, by golly, is...
I want to do it too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did you really forget? We just talked about it.
I was into the whole echo thing and then the whole... Anyways.
Okay.
I'm a guy. We forget things fast.
Okay. I want to do recognition for February. Okay? So, is it good? Does it sound like it's good? I would like for you, if you sponsored at least one person or more in the month of February, I would like for you to type out in the comments me, or no, tell me how many people you did sponsor, okay? Because I want to do a shout out and recognize you for that. So in the month of February, if you recruited at least one person or more, type in the comments and tell me how many people you recruited.
And while they're, doing that, we can also do the sales. Could go right into sales. I sponsored one. So
okay,
Dawn,
well, yeah.
Dawn Cassidy had one. Marsha Kearns.
Brandy Vermillion had one. Regina had one.
Awesome. Great job, everybody. Okay. Angie Tabor.
Yes, had one. Sweet.
Awesome.
Nicole
Shinholz, one. Candace Kramer, 2. Good job, Candace. Cool. Laura Gill, 1. Good job.
Jonna had 1. That's fine.
Jonna Myers, right. Good job.
That's awesome.
Awesome. We'll keep those coming in. And then also we want to recognize where Roxy does, and I do too.
If you had $500 or more in personal sales for the month of February, type in me. Okay.
Yeah, or just the amount maybe.
Okay, you can do the amount, I guess. That'd be good because we could read that off. So, yeah, if you had $500 or more in personal sales for February, type in the amount that you had, please.
And we had several. Those of you that are in the team group, Think Sprinkles group in Facebook, we did a post on how many people had over 2,000 and over 1,000 and then over 900 and 800 and all that stuff. And so we had a lot of people. Can I see that list there?
Yeah. So it looks like Dawn had over, Candace had over, Marcia had over, Laura Gill had over. I'm not saying last names, am I? I need to. Jonna Myers had over, Angie Tabor had over, had at least 500 or more. Yes. I know, yeah.
Jonna
they're
Myers,
not looking it up.
2,000 some, yeah. We
2,000, woo!
In my post that we put in the team group last week, we had 5 people that had over $2,000 in sales for the month of February. Yay! Wow! Holy cow, that's a lot of sprinkles.
And we weren't one of them.
No.
That's awesome, guys.
We had
That's awesome.
34.
34 people?
Over $1,000.
34! Oh my gosh.
That's $34,000 right there.
I know.
In teams just from 34 people.
Think of how much money the company as a whole is making.
That's a lot of that's great. You guys are doing awesome. Absolutely awesome. Laura Gill there with 547.
Yep.
Angie with 700. Nicole, I'm not seeing.
Well, or more.
Or more. I don't see the other one.
Yeah,
but we
500 or more.
We had 9 people over 900.
Sweet. 12 at 800. 16 at 700.
Or more, yeah.
Or more, yeah. 23 at 600 or more. 35 at 500 or more. So there should be 35 people over here saying, me, me, me.
Well, 35 plus 23 plus all that, yeah.
Yeah. 53 at 400. Hey, that's what you got to have to keep your paid as. That's perfect. 37 at 200 and 64 or
37
9.
at 300 and then 69 at 200.
Yeah. Awesome, guys.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely, you took the new catalog and you ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
You got out there, you partied, you did events. You did whatever it took, and it was the last month for the Dominican Republic incentive, and so many of you were busting your ears to get points, and so great job on getting points. Great job on sales. Marcia Kern says, I'm loving my commissions. Marcia posted in the team group that she got enough to pay for a car payment from her commissions. That's just awesome. That is amazing. Good job, Marcia.
I remember. Don't you remember feeling like that when we got ours?
Yep.
And then there was another one in Leader. She's not in our team, but Mary Bondurant. Mm-hmm. She's a teacher, and she made more than what she made teaching in 1 month, and that was the first time she did that. And I remember that was my goal for the longest time, is make what I was making teaching. So I know that feeling as well. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then your goals keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it was retire your husband from his 9-to-5 job,
which we did.
Crazy.
I'm so excited.
Oh,
yeah,
Marcia, you did amazing. That's awesome.
It feels good. It feels so good. I remember that. Proud of you.
Yes, definitely. That's something to be proud of. And all of you that had the sales that you did in February, that's just amazing. Keep that up. We are a sales company. I mean, you're in sales, but you also have to realize that this isn't just sales, and that's kind of what this talk about tonight is. About
segue.
Making connections. Thank you. I was kind of proud of myself on that one. Sometimes I surprise myself. No.
Anyways, you
so
get back to what
sales is very important, but you have to make connections. So you're making connections with people for the parties. You're making connections for events. You're making connections on individual sales. You're making connections on fundraisers. You're making connections on web sale orders and all this stuff. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Now I can talk about going to the Half Price Bookstore last week.
Yeah, yeah.
So Half Price Bookstore is pretty cool. I don't think they're in every single state, but you can also order from them online, and they'll ship it to you. And their books are really cheap.
They're all used.
They're used,
right?
but sometimes you find brand new books there, like the one I found that we're going to talk about. Brand new, and I got it for a couple of bucks, I think $4, something like that. And I looked online, and you can actually order this book for like 99 cents from some other half-price bookstores around the country, and then they'll ship it for like $3.99 or $4.99. So that and Amazon.com be a great place to get this book. And what it is, it's called The Little Black Book of Connections by Jeffrey Gitomer. And I hope you can kind of see that there. It's a great little book. It's a short book, easy to read. And so I'm going to talk about some of the things about connecting. And it's things that kind of we've already shared with a little bit, but it kind of goes into a little bit more detail. And so I've kind of, tabbed out some pages here, just some tidbits that I want to share with you. And he talks a lot about different things in this book, and one of them is the rule of the more the more. And he basically says the more people are attracted to you, the more solid connections you'll make. And so you've heard me talk about...
No, I am pretty.
You've heard me talk about this law of attraction, and this law of attraction... Yes, Roxy. Are you going to make it? Okay. This law of attraction is about bringing people to you, out of the blue, or having them be attracted to you. And so the more that people are attracted to you, we're not talking about physical attractiveness, okay? We're talking about they see you, what you're doing, and they want to do that, or they're interested, or they feel a connection. And so the more that you do this...
Smoothing out my wrinkles, getting rid of my double chin.
I'm trying to talk here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The more that you do this, the more solid connections you make, and the more connections you have, the better your business will be. You're going to make more sales. You're going to get more team members signing up on your team, and so it's just overall a really good thing to have connections. He talks about, he's got all these different lists in this book. It's a great, short, easy read. He talks about these things like be friendly first, okay? After you're friendly, everything else falls into place. So, whenever you're talking to somebody, if you're upbeat, if you're positive, and you have a great attitude, then everything else will come fall into place.
And this is just anytime you're talking about Pink Zebra to anybody. It doesn't have to be an event. It doesn't have to be a party.
Well,
it can.
right.
I mean, it includes those things.
And it's not just Pink Zebra. It's life too. Yeah.
So it's a life lesson.
Lesson here tonight.
All right.
Because it's all about connecting. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it's not just for your business, but just in general. If you're wanting to make a connection with somebody, you need to be friendly first, and then project your self-image. Okay, so you're going to have, and sometimes that self-image, you want it to be maybe more than what it currently is. Well, in the beginning, there's a term called "fake it till you make it," and we kind of employed a little bit of that. I mean, we present ourselves maybe to be what we wanted us to be, and this power couple in
Put
Pink
on
Zebra.
The front. Everybody does
you
that.
do that, yeah. But you do that
in certain circumstances,
right? And it's not being fake. We're not saying go out and don't be genuine. Be genuine, but there's a point to where your self-image and what you project to people, you have to be confident. And if you're projecting that confidence, even though you may not feel confident, that's where we're talking about fake it till you make it. If you don't feel that confident right now because maybe you don't have a large team, or maybe your sales aren't where you would like them to be, talking about projecting that image of confidence, and you're going to be there, and you are there, and that goes a long ways. Again, consistent positive attitude. Let me see. Take a genuine interest in other people before you ask them to take a genuine interest in you. This is huge, okay? Again, take a genuine interest in others before you ask them to take an interest in you. So I know we all want to sell something. We all want somebody to join our team. But what happens when you start pitching, okay? What happens? The wall goes up, and they shut down They don't want to hear it because what are you trying to do? You're trying to sell them. You're trying to pitch them. And no one likes that. No one likes that at all. In fact, we've talked about on our Facebook fan pages and your Facebook fan pages to not always post about pick me, join me, Pink Zebra's the best, and blah, blah, blah. Even though you do want to sell them and you do want them to join your team and Pink Zebra is the best, you can't always be spewing that out.
Right.
Because you're basically just throwing up on their news feed. I know it's, and we don't like it. Nobody likes it. And so what do? They ignore it and they go by it, okay?
Or they unfriend or block.
Right. Or they don't like your page anymore. They don't follow your page anymore because what do you do? And you're always pitching them, okay? You're not taking a genuine interest in them. Provide value to them and your sales will come. Your new team members will come, okay? Put something up silly on your fan page, and that's how you're going to get more likes, more interest, more engagement. It doesn't even have to be about Pink Zebra. Nothing about your business. It can be about your kids. It can be some silly picture, meanwhile in Walmart, those go a long way.
This would also be good for those of you that have people sitting on the fence. Maybe you get in touch with them and ask them questions. Maybe it doesn't even have anything to do with Pink Zebra. Maybe it's just, how's your family? How are things going? How's the weather? Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. That type of thing. Taking a genuine interest in your potentials, and maybe that'll help them slide over to your side of the fence.
Right. Another one on this list is providing value. So, I've talked about that, providing value. So you're going to be giving something away. And I'm not talking about giving product away or giving Pink Zebra stuff away. I'm talking about giving knowledge away. Give of yourself. And if you give stuff away, you give yourself away, you give knowledge away, you provide value to them in some form or fashion, then they're going to form a connection with you. Okay?
I'm just trying to think, what's an example?
An example would be talking about candles and safety. You can talk about how to build a glimmer candle. I mean, you can talk about the benefits of the soy. I mean, you can provide all kinds of value about candles, home fragrance, the business in general, and that would be an informational value. So,
gotcha.
Staying in touch is more important and more valuable than making the initial connection. Mm-hmm. Okay, did you hear that?
Yes,
you know what
that's
that
a
means?
Big one, yeah.
That means follow up.
Yep.
Follow up. And how many times have we told you to go through your list that you've got a stack of paper? I guarantee some of you do. And you've got all these contacts and you're not following up with them. Do you know in that stack of paper there could be somebody that wants Pink Zebra, wants to join your team, or wants to buy from you right now?
Or maybe they don't know they want to until they talk to you.
Exactly. Right. So staying in touch with them, following up. And then, of course, another one, be yourself. Talk real, act real, be real, and you'll find that others will do the same in return.
But you just said fake it till you make it.
Roxy said, I just said fake it till you make it. Yes, but you still have to be real. I mean, we're real.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what people like. They like to connect because you're real. If you are showing something in a video or you're doing something and it is totally different than what you are in real life, or if you're talking to somebody and you're maybe, not all bubbly all the time and then you are, and then the next time they see, I don't know. I mean, they just have to be real. Be yourself, okay?
Hey, but we are women. And we can fluctuate. Be really.
You're silly.
We're women.
Another one here, another little quote from the book. It says, "Your mother taught you everything you need to know about connecting before you were even 10 years old. Make friends, play nice, tell the truth, take a bath, and do your homework." Okay, so make friends. Go out and make some friends. Play nice with other people. Be nice. Be considerate of other people. Tell the truth, okay? Don't lie. When someone says, and we talked about this, I think it was our last week's session about expectations and all that kind of stuff, where people, if you tell somebody, oh yeah, you can make $20,000 a month in this, and I know people that are making all this, I mean, that's going to go over their head. Okay,
it's true.
It is true. It is true. But it's going to go over their head. So you have to be truthful, but you also have to be realistic, okay? So tell them that they can, like we said, talk about making their car payments, talk about making house payments, that you know of people that are making their car payment, their house payment, you know, that have retired their husband or whatever. That speaks more volume than telling a number, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Another one. I posted this, I think, on my personal Facebook wall last week. The only difference between where you are right now and where you'll be next year at this same time are the people you meet and the books you read.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
we're asking you, who are you meeting and what books are you reading? Okay?
Right.
Are you searching out things to download, to listen to watch, to read? Are you searching out connections? Whenever these rallies that Pink Zebra is doing now, are you making an effort to get to those, to network with other Pink Zebra leaders? You have got to make it an effort, make it a point to get to these rallies and network with the leaders that are there. Go up, introduce yourself. Even if they're not on your team, you can still learn something from them, and you should be doing that. Yes, it's good to be, you know, team-oriented and all that stuff, but having that kind of closed mentality of we're not going to talk to somebody because they're not on our team, that's not good. That's not good for you, and that's not good for the company. You can learn so much from other people, so do that.
That could be stepping out of the comfort zone for some people, because that's basically you're going up to people you don't even know. But you do know you have one thing in common, Pink Zebra, you know. So
exactly. Another quote here, the question you have to ask yourself is, how can I make people better as a result of connecting with me, okay, with you? Note well, this is not just a strategy to connect at a networking event. This is a strategy to connect with anyone, anywhere, at any time.
Another life lesson.
Exactly. So how are you going to make somebody better? How are you going to make us better by, you know, introducing yourself to us? I mean, you need to think about that whenever you're wanting to meet somebody or you're wanting to be connected with somebody. Say there's a the president, the PTO president, okay, at the school. You want to make a connection. How are you going to make that PTO president's life or situation or circumstance better with them in your life, in their life, okay? Now, it's kind of easy if they're in your life. You know, hopefully you get fundraisers, hopefully you get sales, you get access to more moms. I mean, there's all kinds of benefits for you, but what's a benefit for the PTO president? And that's what you should be looking at. That should be the very first thing that you think about connecting with somebody, is what's the value that you can provide to them, not the value that you're going to receive. You should be able to, this is a great book. We're actually going to do a series on it.
I can hear the passion.
The passion. We're going to do a series on it. So we're going to start a book club and in our team group. So those of you that are wanting to go through this with us in about, you know, a couple of weeks or so, go out and get this book, and then we'll go through it together. It's amazing. But the value, don't think about the value that you're going to receive. Think about the value that you can give, and then be willing to just walk away. Okay, just be willing to say, okay, and then you may follow up. Okay, but don't expect anything right off the bat. All right, you need to be able to provide value. And for us, providing value on our blog, on the videos that we've done, on our Facebook fan page, we provide this value, and people see that, and they will come. They will come back, okay?
Well, and also helping people that aren't on your team.
Right.
I mean, that's a big thing, too. Reaching out, and somebody asks you for help, help them, even if they're not on your team. Because you're definitely giving them value with that.
Well, and the way I look at that is that, yes, they're not on your team, but if they go out and spread the word of Pink Zebra and they grow their business.
Spread the word of Jesus.
they grow their business. Then Pink Zebra will benefit, and when Pink Zebra benefits, you benefit. Okay,
right,
so
right,
it's a circle. It'll eventually come back to you. So don't think, well, I'm helping this person and they're not on my team, or they're several levels down and it's not benefiting me, or blah blah blah. It's all this. You provide the value, and the universe and God and how it all comes back to you. It comes back. So, life lesson.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
Here's another one that I really liked. When you begin to give value to the world, somehow the people you affect will find a way to tell you, even if it takes a couple of years.
You know, I hope that's true.
It's already been true.
I know, but
Whenever
there's a few people that I would really hope that would be true, you know? It's like someday
Yes.
they're going to realize
Yes.
what
Well,
I've done or something, I don't know.
that's funny. Well, how I see this is that we have provided our blog and videos and Facebook fan page and things like that out there, and we've had people come up to us at reunions,
Yeah.
at rallies, at the last rally, the first rally, and say, you know, I was inspired by your video. It really helped me, or you said something at reunion one time that really helped me with my business and all that kind of stuff. We provided some type of value that we didn't even know that we provided to that person, and then now they're coming back to us telling
I
that.
love that.
I know, it's awesome.
I love that.
For those that watched the video and joined somebody else's team, I wish they would have joined our team. That would have been nice, but the point is that we did provide some value.
You were
Sorry.
almost there, babe. Almost there.
Sorry, just had to throw that in.
Yeah.
Okay, and then some of the last things, and there's another couple of chapters. I just kind of went through this really quick and kind of notated some of my favorites. But basically, how do you get yourself into a position to make a connection? And if you're concerned about making these connections with people, and you just make a list of who you would like to connect with, and then you need to work on that. But some of the ways that you can do this are, they talk about getting in print. So they're talking about maybe publishing or doing something, not just in print and like touch, you know, like a book, but online, your blog or your Facebook fan page, things like that. Speaking in public. So some of you are doing networking events. Some of you are doing opportunity meetings and things like that. Do those. Do the training with your team. Things like that. Getting up and talking in front of people will get you more connections. Using the internet to communicate value. And so, you know, it kind of goes back to the YouTube videos and the blog and all that stuff. So if you can provide this value to them, then they'll see that and recognize and hopefully come to you, hopefully. Be noticeably different, okay? So we're taught to be normal. You know, we're all raised, be normal, sit there, you know, look a certain way, all this kind of stuff.
I'm normal.
We're pretty far from normal. Anyways, be noticeably different. So, like Roxy and I, we are different. I mean, we are a husband-wife team.
You're definitely different being a guy doing this.
I know, but as a husband-wife team, that was initially different. Okay, it was initially different. There's now more and more husband-wife teams, but initially that was different. You didn't see that, and you still don't see a lot of it with the husband actually working it as much as what, you know, kind of I do with Rox. And you may see husbands that are, you know, signed up as consultants, and they
may not even know it.
I have heard of that several times too.
Yeah.
So but us taking an active role in it, doing videos together, doing team calls together, doing the blog, doing Facebook, doing all this stuff together, that is different, and that brings people to us. And, you know, when I'm going through this book and I'm like, oh, be noticeably different. Well, hey, you know, we've checking some things off here. So that's what we want you to do. Do something and stand out. You know, you don't want to be so weird that people don't approach you, but you want to be a little bit off so that
I'm going to get pink zebra. Ask me for samples tattooed right here on my forehead. I'd probably scare people off.
Yeah, that might scare me off.
No, that's true. You have no choice.
Okay, adding attraction to your outreach. Okay, so we talk about
well, I'm out there.
Law of attraction. You know, doing something that people want to contact you. All right, so when you put your videos out there, you put your blog out there, you put your Facebook page out there, you're doing something, and hopefully you're providing enough information that they want to connect with you. how many times have you heard from people that say, oh my gosh, I feel like I already know you, and we've never met them.
Yeah.
We've never
Lots of
met
people.
them. And they come up to us and they say, when they get to meet us in person or on Facebook or wherever, oh my gosh, I feel like I've already known you guys for so long, and you guys, all this stuff. What have we done? We have created a connection. We've had them attracted to us. We've built a connection, and they feel that, and we then feel that, because when they say, oh, I loved when you said this, I'm like, yeah, you know. And so that's what you have to do. You have to build that connection.
I was going to say, several of you, of course, we've not even met, and the times that we do get to reach out and meet you guys, especially people we've never met before, it's just amazing. But we had Star, remember when she met us? She like actually got tears in her eyes because she was just so excited to meet us, and in turn, that just filled me up. It was just amazing. So, and I'd never met her before that, but she reached out, and I mean, she drove all the way from Texas, and that's beside the point, I guess. But it was nice. It filled me up. It really did.
It is, and it's all about that connection that you make, that we have made, and that you can easily make. It's not rocket science. It's not something that is so hard. Okay, all you have to do is get yourself out there, do the blog. We've talked about this, online marketing. We had a whole thing on online marketing. You can make these connections over the internet without ever seeing these people. You can make these connections in your sleep, literally, because people are watching the videos and all different.
Snip.
Okay, going on, because we're at
that wouldn't be
8:30.
the attractive marketing.
No. Another one is letting others sell for you. So the power of testimonials. All right, testimonials and referrals are huge. How do you get those? You ask for those. Okay?
Just like we did.
You
Have you
ask,
done with anything with those?
I'm working on it.
Oh.
You ask for testimonials or referrals from your customers, from your team members, and things like that, and you use that. The power in the testimonial is huge. When you're going to buy something, what do? You look at reviews, right? You review the product. You see what it's rated, and if it's rated high, what? Oh my gosh, giggle fits. Don't hit the table. What's going on?
Nothing. Sorry.
Roxy.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, with that, I guess that ends the everything, because Rox just
That
kind
was
of
really good.
shot my mojo right there.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at myself.
At what?
I was laughing at myself.
Well,
I was watching myself. I'm sorry. But that was
silly.
awesome.
Ruined the whole thing there for me.
Did I?
Well, no. Okay, let's go on. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm enjoying listening to your book. I'm anxious to read it.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Are you still on the call? Hopefully you're still on the call. Anyways, in closing, this book, Little Black Book of Connections, great little read. It's short. It's very short. It's easy to read. I recommend that you go get it. It's only a couple of bucks if you find it at Half Price Books at Amazon.com. I think it sounds like a great book, says Dawn.
Look at this. It's
What?
originally 1995.
Hey, I'm all about finding things cheap.
I know.
Okay, find it cheap, you know. So, okay. Well, in closing, I guess the final thoughts are just work your business, try to build connections. Yes, we are a sales business, but it is not sales that will grow your business. It is connections. It is people. This is a people business, and you've got to connect. And with your team members, it's the same way. So when you get a team member, you've got to connect with them. If they have issues, talk to them, help them, guide them, mentor them if they want it, and lead them. You're going to build those connections with people, and those connections are what's going to grow your business. If you're discounting people, or you're just letting them go on their own or whatnot, that's not building connections. That's not building people. So if you want more sales, you want your team to grow more, it's getting not just the connections for potential team members and customers, but also connecting to your team. So, okay, do you have anything
Awesome.
else?
No, I think it was great.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you all for.
There's no questions?
I guess there's no questions. Everybody's got it. So.
Nice.
Yep. Anyways, thank you all. You all are doing great. February was awesome. The webinars are coming up. Wednesday is the monthly webinar. Tomorrow's the leader webinar for those managers and above. So if you're manager above, make sure you're on that.
Yeah, and also that social networking one. I signed us up for that. It's the exact same time as the leader one.
Okay.
But we'll probably have both on because I can always learn about social media and how to improve.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Use social media to build these connections. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all. And as always, sprinkle on.
yeah, peasy out. Bye,
Bye.
guys.